All right, are we live? We are. Perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Namek, and welcome to Friday Night Stream. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone had a wonderful week so far. We are in the middle of summer, July 4th. Happy birthday to the United States of America. So happy birthday to every one of us Americans. Anyways, I will not be going out tonight to see fireworks. I've seen plenty of fireworks in my life. So, and it's also really, really hot outside. I'm in Texas, if you didn't know that. So there's no point in me going out there with all the mosquitoes and the humidity and the heat. It's like 93 degrees outside. Fahrenheit, by the way. So we pretty much skipped all of the fireworks. Instead, we're just gonna stay home and eat our apple pies and have a little bit of barbecue. Anyways, we are continuing our journey today. Hey, Rec, what's up? Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, happy 4th of July. Didn't do much anything. Everyone out there is either barbecuing or gonna watch the fireworks tonight. I'm not gonna do that because I've seen too many fireworks shows in my life. Your American hot dogs? Is American considered... Is a hot dog considered an American food? Well, I guess it is because burgers are German. Pizza is Italian. So yes, yeah. Anyways, how you been? And hello, Ballman. Welcome. Yes, balls. And by the way, Record, yeah, if you don't notice, I put a pinned comment on top where if anyone wants to join my Discord call on stream, they can talk with me. It's been pretty fun having just anyone showing up. And so far, not too many trolls here and there. And since I'm only streaming on YouTube now. So it's been quite fun. I will not be talking about Clair Obscura with you because you have not finished the game. But me and Koki have finished it. And so we're just waiting on you. That said, take your time. Sounds a bit risky. It is, but it's a risk I'm willing to take because I have been a pretty good host and I can connect with viewers a lot easier in voice, and it feels like friends, kind of like before when I was in school and college when, you know, someone would be playing the game and we would be roasting him or chatting him up while he plays the games. So it reminds me of having like the dorms and the good old memories in high school, and that's the closest I've had. So I'm willing to take the risk, and so far people have been pretty open to it, and they have been contributing. They're pretty fun. I met a few people. One's name's Ned. There's also Chris, Cake, everyone. So it's been a fun journey rather than just purely having them, you know, on my stream just watching me play. They are contributing to my stream and just hanging out, and it's been really, really fun. So hopefully you can join, Rick. I know it's like 2-3 o'clock over there for you.
Oh,
Huh?
surprise.
Ah, there you are.
I can't
Surprise. Gotcha. I can't talk about
Nice.
Claire. What's that?
I know we cannot, but here I am to wish you all happy 4th of July.
Ah, well, thank you. I still gotta ask you, every time you come to my stream, I still get a bit nervous because I feel bad. It's like 2-3 o'clock over there, isn't it?
Well, think about this way. I have broken legs, so I
Oh,
can
yeah.
sleep in.
I was bedridden for a month too, just like a month or two ago. So I understand, pretty miserable.
And what happened? Yeah, it is, especially if you, before the extent, you lead a very active life.
Well, it's a long story, but we'll talk about it later. It's a family tragedy, and then led to me working out too hard, and then, you know, I turf toe. So, and then I got sick as well. So imagine having a screwed up foot, being swelled up on both foot, and then I had the flu as well. So my leg was like
no.
spazzing out, like, you know, muscle cramps. So every time it cramps up, it's like a shooting pain up and down my leg, and it was really painful for me. It was pretty bad.
And in my case, it's the fracture of fifth Metarosaur bone, I think it's correct. Metarosaur, like that.
I see.
It's a bone between bones.
I see. Oh, so they're like pushing against each other, right?
Yeah, just unlucky. It doesn't hurt right now. I just feel a weird like I keep feeling my bone doing something weird, like swelling or something like that, and itching. But other than that,
Does it
it's
need
not too
surgery?
bad right now. No, likely not.
Okay. Anyways,
But
well, I mean,
Working
it's
on
good to hear from you.
Kratos-
Jeez.
Working on Kratos is very tiring, I must admit.
Well, at least you have a girlfriend to take care of you. I had to bother my
Yeah,
mom.
that is true. She keeps giving me injections.
I see.
I keep getting. So every day I need to get an injection into my stomach. First
Really?
couple of those were awful. Yeah, it's for the blood clot, for blood circulation to my leg.
Ouch. Well, we don't have. I don't have health insurance, so I don't know what that's like, and that's part of the reason I never went to the hospital. You know, it is what it is. Anyways, yeah, I know it
Yeah.
sounds risky to have an open Discord chat, but one
It
that
does, but let's go. Let's
Yeah.
get crazy.
well, it takes a while for some people to come in, and it's Friday, and it's July 4th, so they have a lot of people. They have their family coming in and stuff, so it's fine.
Yeah, makes sense.
Ever seen this game before?
I heard of it, but never played it. No.
It's basically just a puzzle game, and it's like I wouldn't call it scary, but more like just whatchamacallit, like creepy. You ever seen the movie Coraline?
Yeah, I know it.
Yeah, those kind of creepy things. And so far it's pretty fun. I had chats, people who are fans of this game. I was like, okay, yo, it's first time playing, and they come into my stream not only to watch me play, but also giving me hints as well. So it gives people some contribution rather than just purely watching and giving hints through text, you know? Anyways, I don't mind these kind of games because it doesn't really take a lot of too much brain power. Well, I say that while I suck at this game, but I can easily chat with people like this, and it's really quite fun. So the stream is not really about the game itself, but more about just friends hanging out.
Conversation.
Yeah, and that's what I like. Anyways, I don't want to talk about too much about Claire, but at least you
I
got the
understand,
picture
yeah.
of the big twist, right? There's more to it though.
I do. So I finished at the moment when you wake up, smile, quote unquote, aka Alice, after the second Gomas, after the true Gomas. And from my perspective, again, I stopped at this very moment when you wake up while her sister, Cla, calls her out. And from my perspective, it looks like the paintress, she was actually quote unquote a good one for defending the Lumiere from the Gomas, from the curator who's her husband, and who who for some reason is doing the Gomas. So
Oh,
her
yeah.
husband is Renoir, that I know, yeah.
Well, you still don't know the reason why he's doing the Gamage, right? Or he's trying to...
I do not know.
Okay,
Only
then I
from
won't
the
spoil that.
letter of
I
Alice,
won't
I know that it's some kind of love that he's doing it for her.
Well, it's I don't want to spoil too much. You'll get more into to their relationships and dynamic, right? But we'll just talk about what is obvious and what the game has already presented to you. So, the first thing is
Yeah.
that you know it's a painted world, right?
Yeah, I do. I know it's no one of us is real. That I do know.
Exactly. So it's kind of like the Matrix, except instead of coders, we have painters, and the only thing is that depending on what you see is real, because yes, they're not real, but at the same time they are sentient, kind of like Toy Story, if you get what I mean,
AI.
right? It's it all depends on what your definition is. So whether or not you agree with the method. But let's see, Mael is really the true Alicia, right? You know that.
Yeah, that I know.
Okay, good.
and there was some kind of fire. And my theory so far is that Verso, her older brother, he died in a fire caused by her, and he saved her.
Yes.
But
Yep.
because of that, she's feeling guilty. That's my theory, at least from what I saw. And this actually, I feel. Fun fact: me and my girlfriend, we actually had a different theory, only from the nightmares, in middle of the Act 2, that it was other way around. That there was the third sister that died in the fire, and it's thought of Verso, and this way he separated from the family. It was our initial theory. I guess we weren't too far off.
No, you're not. In fact, there's a reason why this world was actually painted by Verso. You know that, right?
That I didn't know, no.
Oh, jeez. The real Verso. And it was like a child's playground for him and and Clea, his sister. So what happens is when Verso died, and yes, he died in a fire due to some conflicts with the riders, right? You know that part?
Okay, so how about this? I think I should return to game and this all that we talk about Claire, because you're telling me things they haven't heard before. So that's
I
all.
see. Well, then I'll just say this. Yes, there is... Alicia is to blame for Verso's death. You saw the scene, right?
Yeah.
And then when she wakes up
that
as... Yeah, when you saw Clea for the first time, the real Clea, and you see that she is just...
I still haven't seen her.
Oh, you haven't seen her? Oh, okay.
No,
So you just finished
once
it?
Again,
I
yeah,
see.
I just finished the Act 2.
Okay, got it. Damn. My bad. Well then, let's
No
see. Did you... What is your opinion on Verso then? Did you trust him?
Verso,
Mm-hmm.
do I trust him? So he was tired of living in this world. He was tired of being this fake persona, and he wanted to end it. He wanted to die, but he couldn't because he was immortal. So the only way for him to end his suffering was by the ending the whole world.
I see. Oh,
Uh, Yeah, that's my opinion since I haven't finished the game.
I see. Well, you've killed the Axons, right?
Well, yeah, two of them.
Two of
Visas
them.
and the Siren.
And you know they represent certain parts of the and you know they're created
yeah,
by
so-
they're created by Renoir, at least the real one, right?
Yes, that I know, and I know also that mask is supposed to represent a different personality depending on who we are dealing with, how we're feeling, how we cover our real true emotions.
Okay. Well, not really.
Okay.
I'll say that. Not really. You have to guess, but you are partly correct, which is, you know the what is it? Serene, right? You fought her and defeated her. So, oh god. Hold on. Okay. I think I'm good. You fought Serene. Who do you think represents? Who it represents?
Serene. She
Yep.
could be represented.
Son of a gun.
Maybe sister, Mal. I still haven't met Cla. Wait a second. There are 3 Axons and there are 3 kids. So maybe one of Axons represents the children of the Renoir and the Aline.
Correct. Because but
That's why
Serene.
one of them was dead.
Well,
That's why one of them was dead already.
no. It's how do I explain this? Serene, she is a seductress, if you want to call it that. You know.
Okay.
And so she how do I say it without really spoiling it? What does a seductress do? She uses illusions to turn you into her side. As you when you first fought her, she gave the parties a lot of like what they want. You saw Gustav
Yeah.
with Mael. You saw Lune's parents. Who do you think
Yeah,
that member is?
Is that Clara? Or no, or Aline, the paintress. Actually.
There you go. That represents Aline. Why do you think she did that? It's really a reflection of her. Why do you think she wants to seduce people with like what they want?
Bec- uh, from what I saw so far, she's suffering from some kind of from traumatic experience, which was her son death. So she wants to paint life. She wants for others to be happy.
Yes, you are correct on.
Even
There you
if
go.
this happiness is illusion.
Yes, that's correct.
But
You are correct.
Curator doesn't want for her to live in this fake world. This is why he's doing Gomas, and this is why Gomas was called Act of Love as well, despite it killing, erasing.
No, yeah, that's correct. You are correct. You got that one part right. I kind of deduced that myself. And then how about the masked one? Who do you think that represents?
The mask could be Mal. That's Mal. And
Who?
her being two different people. No? Okay.
Because their gender is pretty obvious, by the way. The gender
yeah, okay,
reveals
so
it,
it's a guy,
like puts
not
it down.
us.
And then,
Okay.
so once you narrow it down to who it is, you are correct. There you go. Now, the last thing is, remember what Renoir said about the Titan, right? It's that about the masked Titan. He who hides the truth.
Yeah.
It may be confusing right now.
Verso.
Yes. There you go. And he
Verso's
has
hiding the truth about what's gonna happen.
he who hides the truth, what lies. And he has different masks. Masks that he shifts from time to time to help the party member. If that makes any sense.
It does, yeah, because Verso is sometimes we, but other times he's woo.
Correct. And his knowledge of the world and what to do, right, is a lot.
Yeah.
He knows almost everything about the truth. And before you and there's a clue to it, a big clue, and it's that remember when right before you face the paintress, right, Aline, painted Alicia, who is also Verso's sister, right, the one with the mask and the white hair. She gave her a letter to deliver to Mael.
To her true self.
Yep. Do you know the content of that letter?
Yes, Verso read it right before the second Gomas. She, this where she said that the paintress paints life, while the curator, her husband, paints death. But that she's protecting them from the Gomas, at least for now, or warning them from the Gomas, while curator wants to erase them, but it's act of love. And also in this letter, she don't know if I can call it jealousy, but she expressed certain feelings about seeing Mael as her perfect version, as her perfect reflection of the one that she could be, but she is not.
Correct. Well, kind of. It's that and why did what did Verso do with that letter? Even though Alicia,
He threw it away.
so he who hides the truth. You get it now?
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
There's a reason that he does not want the party to know the absolute truth. And it's pretty convenient, don't you think? I had my suspicions of him when he first came in. Because when did he come into the party?
After Gustav died.
Correct.
After died, not before. And he kept... You can actually see him watching them from earlier in the intro scene during the beats, during the fucking Normandy. Sorry, I probably shouldn't swear here. During the Normandy, and then right before they entered the mansion with Mal, so he kept following everyone, and yet he waited right till the very last moment to save Mal, not Gustav.
And do you really think that's the case?
I think the case is that he kept watching them, and yet for some reason he decided not to save Gustav, but only interfere when he was dead.
So in other words, you think he could have saved Gustav.
I think so, yes.
So in other
Think he
words,
was
if you think that he could have saved Gustav, then you think that he's also responsible for Gustav's death.
Is inaction the same like killing?
There's something called lying, but lying by omission. Lying by omission is also considered lying.
That is true. I think Gustav dying, it's not something that he would do by himself, but it's something that he would welcome.
Yeah. You are only halfway through the puzzle. You saw the big reveal of what is going on, like the big twist.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, we're in a painted world. However, you still haven't figured out or rather you haven't been told the motive behind it, like the reasoning
No,
behind it.
I do not know the conflict.
Yeah, so it's all after seeing that, I kind of already figured it out, but I'll let you figure it out on your own, if you get what I mean. All right,
Yeah,
hold on. I don't know if you're watching my gameplay, but I'm struggling with this puzzle and I don't know what to do. Damn it. What is this?
Neither do I.
Alright. So it's a puzzle game, and it's like in this really horrific nightmare scenario, and I'm pretty bad at these kind of puzzle games, but anyways. God damn it. Okay.
Oh yeah, and I'm sorry, but the soundtrack of this game, my favorite one actually was the fight with Renoir.
Oh
and
yeah.
It's the fight with Renoir with the guitar and the lyrics, painting life, painting death. Oh shit! I just realized in their song they are actually singing painting life, painting death. Put that brass, put it down, not Al, Aline. Put that brass, Aline. Oh, I see. It was actually in the song.
You can kind of figure out the motive first, though, because after learning so why did, because you know all the people in this world is all painted by Aline. She is extremely powerful, right? Why is she doing this? If she, why did she paint a bunch of people that's like a version of her family to deal with her grief? And that's the main theme of this game, how people deal with grief, and the grief of, as you already know, Verso's loss. You saw, how Alicia deals with it once it's like how people deal with grief. Some people, like as you saw, Aline paints a fantasy world to try and escape it. And what do you think how other people deals with it? Like with Renoir, how Clea, how Alicia deals with it.
By the escaping to the fantasy world, there are people who deal with it by the aggression, by the anger.
Correct.
There are people who try to forget and just move on. And there are people like Luna, who said it herself, who puts the loss into her strength.
That's what I mean. As in, they're all the family members, right? Renoir, Aline, and even Alicia, they're all painters or paintresses. So they have this godly ability to paint and create things, right? So it's like the family is pretty much the creator of this world. They're basically gods. However, they're also human. And humans make very poor gods. and that's
Yeah.
the dynamic. That's the thing that you're gonna have to find out at the end of Act 3. And
Okay, I'm excited.
yeah, but don't go rush into the ending because this is not really a spoiler, but Act 3 is more just side content. When Act 3 started for me, I went straight for the end instead of like just going around, because I was like, okay, this looks like, side quest, but the game does not force you to do those side quests. However, I realized like, oh, actually you should do these side quests because one, it does make you more powerful, but two, also it reveals more about the world. It reveals more about the painted world and everything else. But you do not. There's one place where there's like a tower. It's like a challenge mode, right? It's like, okay, you can fight previous bosses. That's not a big spoiler. It's like, okay, it's one of those RPG things, but you can't do it. But it'll reveal more about this whole family. But in all, it's just a very traumatic family, or excuse me, a family who was dealt with a traumatic event, and how they all deal with each other, how they deal with these pain in a very human way, which is understandable. However, they all have this ability to paint, and they all paint it in a very humanly way, as in humans can be selfish, they can be selfless. It's like a very gray area. And I made a video about the ending of this game, and it more or less there's a lot more people agree with me than disagree, but those who disagree with me, they had a lot to say. I was like, how could you do this? Why would you say that? Kind of bit. So I told Koki that me and Koki discussed a little about it. We reached the same conclusion. We reached the same conclusion. But I'm not so sure about how you would interpret it, depending on how you look at this world and everything else. So I'll just leave it at that.
All right. I'll be honest with you. I'm very excited to continue my expedition, even though expedition has officially ended.
Depending on how much you struggle
Act
with the
3 is
game, though.
coming.
Depending on how much you struggle with the game, unless you got, I'll say this: I went straight to the final setting, and I was very, very underpowered, and I struggled quite a bit, but I still managed to beat it.
So we see the paintress. I defeated her after like 10 to 12 tries, so I think I'm struggling.
10 tries?
The paintress.
Yeah.
Aline.
It took me about 5, 6, and it's only because like her attacks, it's a long fight, right? It's a long fight. It's like 3 phases or something like that. And her attacks are like really spectacular. It's a lot of camera work, so it's hard for me to like oh, where is this going? Where is she going? Like that, and then she just jumps into the screen. So that was what I was struggling with. It took me about 5, 6 tries or something like that. But if you struggle with that fight, then you should definitely do the side content first. Okay, it's not exactly hidden. Some are hidden and some are optional. Well, in fact, they're all optional. But you definitely should do the side content that relates to the main party members. That's all I will say. You'll get new
on the map. Is it marked on the map?
Well, you saw how at the end of the Act 2, you saw Eskia came in, right? You can now fly.
Yeah, and he was flying.
Yeah, he was flying. So you can basically go to areas that you are not able to reach before. So that's that. And there are some really strong enemies. But the only thing to say is that you could get a little bit stronger. But after I finished Act 3, I went back as there's a new game plus, but you can continue this, like you can continue right before, the save point right before you go into the final battle, right? I went and did not only the main side quests, but I also did the optional side quests and all the other optional bosses. And I got to like level 80 something, and I steamrolled everyone else. I steamrolled. Like going to the final dungeon is like, okay, it's a piece of cake. But if you want to do that, you can also do like the optional bosses, and there are one of them being notoriously hard. But the hint I will give you is that once you collect a lot of Luminas and upgrade some abilities and get a couple of those abilities like an extra turn or like free damage on your first strike or something like that, I can tell you right now, the party becomes so overpowered that I could not even finish New Game Plus because I tried it. Yes, the enemies are harder, but it's like 2-3 hits. I was like, oh boy, this is getting boring now. So I didn't even try it. So take with it what you will, because once you defeat the Paintress, you got an item called break the Paintress's power, and it lets you do damage over quad 9, 4 nines, and that is extremely important because some of these bosses have like millions in health.
Ooh.
So unless you like to play the pairing game for like 30 minutes or an hour, then I suggest, yeah, you level your characters up. I'm assuming your characters are like around level 40 or level 50?
Yeah, level 50.
Okay, then, yeah, you're around my level. If you keep your characters right around 60, I think you'll have an easier time. 50 is quite challenging because I even struggled with the basic enemies going into that dungeon. Some of them were quite hard. Like they was like, oh, it's not hard that I can't read their attack. It's just, oh man, I'm only doing like, 10,000 or 20,000 damage, and they have like 200,000 health. I was like, geez, this is gonna take a long ass time. So that's what I was struggling with, and they can easily 1 or 2 shot me. So at the end, I basically just run past them, get to the final boss, and played it, and it was quite exhilarating, even though it was really, really hard. It took everything out of me. And so if you want to do the harder route, then go ahead and skip it, but I regret not doing the story optional side content. Just don't do all of them because you will be extremely overpowered. All right?
All right. Yeah.
Well, it was good talking to you. I know you're tired, and I'm barely playing. Yeah, I'm barely playing this game as well. I think people might be pissed off. Maybe I should have taken the day off today, but yeah, it was good talking to you. And oh, by the way, depending on your perspective on life, I think I never met your girlfriend, but a lot of females might disagree with the ending that me and Koki went with.
Okay.
You might get into an argument with her.
Conversation.
Yeah, hopefully you guys don't break up over it.
Over Crow.
Yeah, the ending, the choice. There, in my opinion, there is no wrong choice.
There's a choice.
Yeah, there is a choice. I'm sorry, I spoiled it, but there is a choice, and it left a lot of people with mixed feelings, but in a good way. I'm not saying that it's unsatisfying. It's that it is extremely mixed on emotions, and it's like there really is no happily ever after. There is no good ending, to be honest. And even when I picked,
obscure.
Yeah, the black and white, right? Black and white. That's what it means. Well, I won't say too much more. Yeah, I won't say too much more. So, anyways, it was good talking to you. Let me know when the Just Chatting happens, or if you want to join my stream, or if you want me to play Lego. I won't play too much of the game. It's that if you want to take a look at my stream right now, if you're looking at it right now, I'll show you. Here. Boom.
I'm watching.
I have my stove right here, literally right in front of my computer, and I cook, literally with the stove. And right here, I cook something really simple like pasta with tomato sauce, something that anyone can make in like 10-15 minutes, and I just chat about some random stuff. So if you want to chat about Clair Obscura, great. I've chatted about Deltarune before. That game just came out. I really, really love it. It's like the successor to Undertale. I've chatted about just, my life in general with people, and people just like to hear me talk. Like right now, Shadow Milk is watching with his bestie. So they're kind of fed up. I think their anger is like, why are you just standing around the game? But yeah.
I think so too, yeah.
Yeah, like yesterday, I mean, some people watched it, and they came to my stream, and we were arguing was like who is the best Spider-Man, and I say Tobey Maguire always and will always be. Andrew Garfield is good. Tom Holland is fine, but no one will ever replace the OG Spider-Man, and those are to me the best Spider-Mans ever. So yeah, don't be shy. Come on to my stream, hang out, just sit back and relax. In fact, I would say that my streams are so interesting that my chatting is so interesting that I might keep you awake. So be careful with that.
For now, I'm feeling quite tired, but who knows? Maybe next time.
Sounds good. Well, you get your beauty sleep, okay? Let me know in a week when you're done, and we'll see if Koki is available as well. All right?
So I've been actually thinking that we can talk over Lego as well, because me and my girlfriend Rex built quite a nice world, and I think it would be nice to explore in the background as we talk about Claire.
Okay, I can do that as long as I don't know how it works with the Discord stuff, because if you guys can, because if some people would want to join the conversation, because I had people who was interested in Claire Obscura in before. It's just that they're paying more attention to the game, and if it's just like talking on Lego call, I don't know how it works with all the dynamics.
No, we can still talk through the Discord. It's just Lego plays in the background.
Okay, that's good with me then. Awesome. All right, I'll see you then.
Also, I will do my best to convince my girlfriend to maybe talk about it as well, because, as you said, female may have very different opinion compared to us guys, so that will be interesting.
Oh, the ones who disagree with me are usually females. So.
Okay.
So
then
there's
it's
that.
It's going to be some spicy conversation then.
Yeah, it is. Well, I look forward to it. Hopefully she can join the conversation as well, and I would be disappointed if if she also everyone agreed, and then it'd be like, well then what's there to there's not much juice, and there's not much meat to bite off of there. I hope but then I can kind of defend the other side as well, the obscure side. So I can kind of defend the other side as well. All right, I gotta start playing this game actually, and you need to get to your sleep.
I should go to sleep.
Yeah.
That's
all right. All right. I'll talk to you later.
All right. Nutmeg, it was very nice to talk with you. Good night, dobranoc, and to all Americans, take your hot dog, put ketchup and mustard on it, and shoot it up to the skies. Happy 4th of July. See you soon.
There you go. See ya, Rick. See ya.
Okay. Ciao, ciao.
Ciao. And Shadow is saying, have you ever played CRK? If so, I wish to see you do a live stream playing it, please. What is CRK? Can you explain that to me? I'm not good with acronyms. You're gonna have to explain it to me. And by the way, can someone please help me out with this puzzle? Because I'm so confused on what to do here. We're getting into a big-ass area. I believe this is how we advance. There's a bunch of ladders, and I don't know what to do because... do we move it or something? Oh, we do. Oh, shit. Okay, now that this game has my complete attention. Here, hold on. Shadow Milk, what is CRK? Depending on the game, of course, and depending on... Alright, we can climb now, can't we? There we go. Depending on what the game is, and if it costs a lot of money, then I'll see. We'll have to see that. Alright. I don't know what this is. Ah. Oh. Okay, this does nothing. With all these eyes. Okay, here's a button. Okay, that just takes me down. Never mind. Is there something here? No? Alright. I'm still not a big fan of, the control still kind of gets me just because the holding on to something is the same button as grabbing onto something. Okay. Come on. What is going on here? Okay. We get up here. There's a book. There's no point in getting up here then. What is the point of this ladder? What is the point of this ladder? Oh, God. Thank you for not dying on me. Gregory, do you have any clues? I'm kind of lost without the chat. Great. There's nothing here. What is the point of this area? Oh no, there has to be something here. Alright, hold on. Am I supposed to grab something? There's a key I need to find up there. But there's nothing here. Okay. We get up here and... no. See, there's nowhere else to go here. I'm so confused. I feel like I'm abusing this child by making him fall over and over again. Alright, there's nothing here. I don't get it. Nope. Mrs. Geisha, can you give me a little bit of hint? Well, a lot of hint, actually. Alright, let's go downstairs to see if there's any other clue. I've talked to Wrecker for a while now. And so, I wasn't exactly paying attention to the game. I guess I was trying to make an excuse. Ah, we need to replace the dough with the dough, right? No? Okay. Do I run towards it? I need to knock this down, I think. No? No. Does it work the same way as, Oh. I can't believe I'm getting stumped by this puzzle. It seems pretty simple. Seems pretty easy, but... okay. I'd rather not take the stair again. Oh, we got an elevator. There's nothing here. I can't open that door. Ah, I see. There we go. Okay. I just couldn't see the big red button. Ho ho ho. How about this way? No? This is a trial and error run. Alright, how about one more push of the button? Okay. How about... no? Okay, one more. Okay. All right. Yo, this thing is not moving at all. Ah, there we go. So, in other words, the light shines. That means they cannot see. Okay, I got it. So we need to shine the light on all three of these. But it doesn't even move. It doesn't even move. Yeah, what is the point of the lever then? Is there another lever here? Or another button on the other side? No, there's not. I don't get it. Okay, I know I'm supposed to point the light at all 3 of the eyes. Or is it just 2 of them? Because this one is obviously not... Oh god, I'm struggling so bad. Alright. This way? Okay, we need to grab something. I'm so... Nope. Alright. Oh shit. My bad, kid. I thought you could handle it. Oh man. Alright. Let's just go down slowly. Do we need to grab anything in the Geisha's room before we come in here? Alright. So, as soon as we remove this... Okay, maybe we remove it. Okay, it does not work. It does not work. Can I grab it and... Nope, not enough time. I even tried to shine my light on it, but it doesn't work that way. Huh. Someone in the chat, whoever's watching, I know it's July 4th, so not many people here today, but please give me some hints. I do not want to look it up. I know you might be pulling your hair out, but what do I do? This puzzle is so confusing. This turns it. That... Okay. Does that work? No. Alright, now I messed it up even more. Oh, fuck me. Nope. Okay. I got one eye and fucked up the other eye. So how does it work? Alright, maybe we switch it back to the basics. Alright. No? I see. I think I got it. I don't really have it. No, I don't. Nope. Okay. I see. Okay. I think I see. Okay, this lever... Okay, I get it. What the lever just turns depending on... Okay, I get it. Alright. So we push this. Alright, clever puzzle, clever puzzle. Now I understand what is going on. Kinda. Alright, that's 2. Three. Alright. Now, what do I do? Was this not the puzzle? I only got 3 lights though. Huh? I thought the geisha does not like lights. Okay. Alright, maybe I turn it. Nope. Alright, how about the middle one? Nope. I'm trying to get the light to turn onto this door. Alright, how about the last one? What is this puzzle? God, I must be the stupidest person in the world. Alright, push this, maybe? No? No. I can't, I don't get it! Where? I don't get this puzzle. There's nothing to the right. I've checked it before. So that means we probably have to go back to the geisha's room to find something. Whatever that thing may be. We cannot take the little doll from the left side, because the door will come down on us. There's not enough time to get the distance. It's not like we can just run out of there. And last I checked, there's nothing here. Is there? I can't get this doll either. I am... Alright, come on. Alright, let's not run, because she'll see us. God, she is creepy. She doesn't need to see... There's the key. Okay, there's the key. How do I get closer? Nope. Not it. Okay, we got the key. Or we've located the key. I've located the key. But how... we need something to distract her. We need some kind of noise to get her out of that room so we can get the key. But what? Can I grab this? Okay, can I throw it? Damn it! Okay. Okay. I gotta crouch. I cannot even just walk. Why is she so mean to me anyway? Well, maybe she sees us as rats, so... I guess that makes sense. Okay, does this thing make any noise? Does not. Alright, can we jump up? Damn it! Motherfucker. Okay. That means we need to distract her in this hallway, in this room. I'm genuinely lost. How do we need to make some kind of noise? Can we turn this light off? No. Okay. We can turn the lights off. Doesn't do anything. Okay. We turn the lights off. Makes this place even creepier. So then what's the point here? What's the point? What is the point here? I can't bump into that. I assume that we bump into that so it falls down, but it doesn't do anything. Alright, what is the point of this room? To my right, if there's nothing here. Running is good for you, Gregory. Okay, come on. Guys, please help out. Help out. Alright, I'm just, you know what? I'm just gonna take, I'm just gonna help. Chat. Please help with this puzzle. Alright. I don't know who's watching or anyone who else is watching. Please help me with this goddamn puzzle. What do I do? See, what is the point of this area? There's nothing here. Okay, do I jump? Maybe I can jump to that lamp? Nope. I can't climb these damn bookshelves. So what is the point? Huh? What? No? Nope. Alright. Alright. Maybe... No. There's nothing on this shelf that looks useful either. Maybe that green thing, whatever that thing is. Can I get that? Can you grab that, Gregory? My God. Alright, the clock is fine. The lights are out. I think I think my lights are still pointing in the right place. It's not pointing in the right place. Oh wait, no, it is pointing at the right place. That does nothing. I need that damn key! Alright, can I climb up here? Okay, I can. There's no point in doing that anyway. Can I push this? I cannot. Oh, I'm so lost. I'm so lost. Guys, I promise you, I'm not trying to stretch this stream out or anything. I honestly don't know what to do. No, can't pull on that either. Lights. That means... What does this mean? We take it apart. And then we put it back here. So maybe the doll faced another way than it changes the layout or something? No, it does not. I don't want to look up a guide. If I need help, I'll ask chat. And since you guys are not here with me today, it's a bit of a struggle. Oh, wow. She has the pictures of the chefs or the butchers in here. Maybe they're her sons? Maybe they're her husband? Someone, please help me with this puzzle. I don't get it. Alright, I'm just gonna keep this lights open because I like the lights. Alright, maybe we just go all the way back. We go all the way back. Okay. She lets us go pretty easily. Alright. Is there anything here? No, there's not. Can we knock that down? Cookies Run Kingdom? I have no idea what that is. Welcome back, Milk. I'm focused on the game now rather than just chatting, so rest assured, yeah, I'm more focused on the chat and you guys now. I don't mind playing it, sure. You just have to... Is it a free-to-play game? Is it one of those games? What is it? Is it like a Genshin Impact or something? Alright. We started here. Did we? Yeah, we did. And we kept moving from here. We were in the elevator. But there's nothing to do here, though. I mean, if you guys want me to play a certain game, go ahead. But if it's like a bad game or a game like Valorant or free-to-play, those kind of games, I'm not exactly interested. Just because I'm not a fan of those type of games. And I'm not very good at those games. And also, if I play games like Valorant, those places, not only would I get cooked, but I would have a hard time talking. I can't exactly add too much interesting gameplay commentary when I have to concentrate that much on, you know, not getting killed. Alright, seriously. Milk, by the way, if you could do me a favor, help me out with this game. You and your bestie. Sorry your bestie came in at a time on July 4th. I mean, it's a great holiday, but there's not many people here today, as you can tell, like a couple days ago, because everyone's either on vacation or enjoying their time with their family. Okay, is there a box? Can I climb? No, I cannot. Okay, what did I break? Just a cup. There's nothing here. Nothing's here! Can I knock this over? No, I cannot. Alright, you're okay with lights, right? I mean, I remember... No, that was a mirror. She doesn't mind the light. She minds the mirror. She does not like mirrors. Okay. If you knew how to play this game, you really don't need to buy things in CRK unless you want to. Well, at least tell me what kind of game it is. Is it like a card game or... what is it? What kind of combat does it have? Is it an RPG, turn-based, ATB, whatever? Alright, I freaking give up. Alright. Alright, I can't be the only one who struggles with this game, if that's this much. I hope not. I might have to look at the goddamn guide. As in, just give me a hint on what to do next. Because I'm genuinely lost. I've been running around this goddamn library for ages. Feels like an eternity now. Alright, you know what? Screw it. Alright, forgive me. I'm gonna have to look up this guide. Alright. Little Nightmares. DLC was it? Secrets of the Mall. Geisha room. Ladies' quarters. Alright, there you go. Is this it? Okay, that was the correct room. No, we beat this yesterday. Alright, CRK is a game where you gather cookies in the gacha and fight with them, but it's really easy to play. When I make my live stream, if you watch, you can learn the basics of the game. Yeah, of course. I can learn that. Alright. No, not this one. Runaway Kid. Okay, that's the name. I see. Okay, I'm not going to read too much into it. Alright. When you wake up in the elevator, climb to the bars to the left and grab the hook to jump to the ventilation hood to the right. Okay, I got that. I did that. Yep. Locked door. It will be the main target of the runaway kid. In order to open it and continue on his way, he must find 3 statues and insert them into certain openings in the floor. Okay. 3 statues. So I know one is right here. Another one, there's a statue right there. It did something to do with this. I'll do some fighting in my live stream to get some gems, and then I'll put in the game. Awesome. I played too many, I haven't played that many gacha games, though. Just because those kind of game pisses me off. Because of how they work. As in, oh, it's free to play, but if you want to win, you gotta pay. And those are the games that turn me off immediately. Unless the gameplay is really, really good. Same thing, I tried doing Genshin Impact on one of my streams, and as soon as I pick up on the mechanics, like, oh, okay, I can beat this boss, but then if you want more costumes and this and that, you're gonna play more and pay more money. And I was like, no. It just rubs me the wrong way, you know? If you like it, cool. The first statue is located on the second floor on the left, but you cannot pick it up, because when you pick it up, the ceiling room will begin to drop, which can eventually kill the runaway kid. Therefore, go to the right at the end of the library on the floor. You will notice books that need to be inserted in certain places. I see. Okay, books. Alright. Books need to be inserted. You don't need to pay to win in CRK. Don't worry. I gotcha. I hope you don't. I hope you mean that. Ah. Okay, I got it. I think this is the red one. I see. No, that's the brown one. Okay. Well, if you join my Discord, I won't be able to forget it. Okay? If I don't forget it, then, you know, I don't mind playing it. Since it's a gacha game, I assume it's free to play, right? Okay, that's the correct one. This is the one with the face. The face. Oh, this one. Let me take this one out. I think I know where this one goes. Okay. It's gotta be this one. This one's got the half square one, right? Yes. Okay, great. Is it this one under here? It doesn't have a face, though. No, it's not. Alright, where's the next book? Green book? Oh. No insertion here. But maybe there's a book on top? Tell me, since you wanted me to play that game so bad, Why? Every time someone expresses their opinion on, hey, you should play this game, you should play that game. I always want to hear their thoughts on why is that game so important? Why is that game like so fun to them? Feel free to type it or talk to me about it in Discord. Okay, perfect. Now I got it. See, I just need a little bit of a hint here and there. Okay. Come, Gregory. Alright, we now take the statue. Where do we put it? Be in the other room, the left room? Yep, you can get these rallies in Gacha. Common, rare, epic, super epic, dragon legend. Not so sure if I like the sound of that. Well, Shadow, the only epic game that I played so far, or excuse me, Gacha game I played so far is called Last War. And it's, I don't know if you've heard of it. You see those ads popping up on YouTube. It's like +1, -2 with the soldiers and stuff. I had enough of that game, so enough of those ads where I just like, you know what, I'll just play it. F you. Alright, how about... Okay, got it. There we go. Hey, Solus, welcome back. Boiling it down to a simple answer. Humans want to share their experience with someone. The way they go about it can range from good to questionable. But it all stems to one thing. Even if that person doesn't like that type of game or that type of media. I mean, I'm willing to try it out. I am a streamer. Believe me, I would never experience these kind of games if I did not like, you know, if I'd never streamed. I would never experience Undertale. You don't have an... Well, I meant on the phone. I get it on the phone. Alright, where the hell does the statue go then? There's another statue. I see. Oh, I didn't even realize we're supposed to take it and make it look at her. Okay. Is it on this one? No, that's the square one. Yep. Alright. Astro Lemon is saying respond, coward. Well, I'm responding. Chill, chill, chill. What is your question so far? And Shadow is saying, well, I can tell you how to play through Discord if you allow me to turn my mic on. How do I turn... I mean, but my Discord is open. Is your mic not working? I'm looking at it right now. Wrecker was here a few minutes ago. It's not like I'm not disallowing anyone to not join my Discord. I'm not muting your mic, man. Solus, of course, but if you were in a position with way more people, imagine hundreds of recommendations you now need to schedule. You are now really busy, and while a lot of them are made with good intentions, I don't think some people realize how busy people can be. That's true. I mean, I am a real estate agent, and it can be, I do get tired sometimes, come back home and, you know, play games, but I don't mind it. It's not the games that interest me as much. It's the people. It's the people, like, comes into the chat talking like you guys are, and either on voice call as well. So that's what keeps it going. Hello, Kelly. Welcome. Good to see you. First time chatter I see. You're a kid. Sorry about that. I'm not sorry that you're a kid. I'm saying sorry that you don't have Discord or open. Okay, we got one statue. We need two other statues, but where's the other goddamn statues? Guys, my Discord is literally open to anyone coming in. Just follow the link that I pinned in the YouTube comment section. Talk to me, whatever. If you want to help me out with this puzzle, sure, great. If you want me to, you know, talk about the game that you like, sure, go ahead. I don't mind talking about anything. Oh, God. I don't think we need to come back here, do we? We got the statue here, and that's one. Usually one puzzle leads to another. But all it did is just raise a platform. Or excuse me, what do you call it? The statue just got a lever. Alright, kid, that's enough rest. I need just to start sprinting. Come on. There we go. I'm almost certain that I got the top correct. All three eyes have been dealt with. Okay. Do I turn the lights on here? Alright, might as well. Solus is saying, I'm surprised you don't stream it through Discord since the delay exists. Watching a stream and talking to you through Discord leads to echo, so I typically have to mute it if I'm in VC. Yeah, I know. The thing with... I don't know how to stream it through Discord. I don't know what you mean by that. And there's a delay. I tried to make the delay as low as possible, which is, you know... What is it? What is it? Oh, you have about 5 to 8 second delay, and that's the best my computer and my internet can do. If you can teach me how to do that, I would. You can turn your mic on. You don't need my permission to do that, Shadow. So anyone joining in can watch your Discord stream rather than your YouTube stream at the same time. Yeah, that's the thing. If they do watch my Discord stream, great, no problem. It's just that I also need them to watch the YouTube stream for the algorithm, if you know what I mean, right? If you get what I mean. So, see, we can climb this. So, believe me, the thing I want YouTube to do is to be able to, if YouTube is able to add a voice chat, then it would be great. You know, but I can't do that. We need a separate application. You might hear a bit of yelling and fire because of my little bro. Well, if it's that loud, then I might need to try to tell you to turn it down. I won't mute you, but just turn your mic down just a little bit. Alright, I give up. So, I got the books down. Okay, the third, blah, blah, blah. Climb to the uppermost tier 4 where the sphere with the lens is mechanical. I got that. In order to open the door on the right, you need to rotate the lens over to the over the horizon under the ceiling. To do this, you need to pull the lever 3 times to the right. After that, direct the sunlight to the door to close his eye. Go. Okay. All right. So it is on the upper floor.
Yo.
Hello. Yes, I hear you. Solus.
How are you?
Good. Good to see you. Sorry about you coming in today, though. I gotta admit, not as many. Ah, so that's how you do it. Jesus. So, see, these solutions are so easy. Or simple, but I just... Alright. Yeah, Solus, I know the delay. Unfortunately, streams always have certain delays, right? And not many people are asking for an open voice chat when it comes to streaming because there are risks.
I get what you mean, yeah.
Shadow Milk says, am I in the Discord? I'm not so sure. You just have to click my link and you should be able to be in it.
Does the person have a... Well, what's your name on Discord, Shadow?
Shadow Milk.
Is that his Discord name?
That's his YouTube name. It could be different, it could be the same.
I don't see anyone that's joined recently, so...
Just, Shadow, just click the pinned comment. That's how Solus got in. How everyone else got in. Pretty simple. And it's open, so you can come in. There's nothing that's required. You played this game before, Solus?
No. I have heard good things about it, though it never really struck me as my type of game. Though I do see some good things about it. I've heard like, it's a dark but like really intriguing story for you to discover.
Oh yeah, gameplay is mainly puzzles, as you saw how much I struggle with it, which is makes it quite a good game. But also the creepy atmosphere and the aesthetics, because this is why I enjoy yet also not enjoy horror games, because it's mainly about story and atmosphere.
Do you like puzzles?
I do,
I see.
but
I do. I'm curious if you've ever heard of a game called Please Don't Touch Anything.
please don't touch anything.
Yeah.
No, I have not. Sounds like a pretty cool indie game.
It's actually pretty old, and it got really popular through YouTubers like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye playing it. That kind of thing, right? It was really big back then. Um, it sums itself as to you sit in a room with a red button and you discover different endings to do with the button, and those endings involve you doing puzzles, figuring things out for yourself, finding out clues, and eventually, well, essentially 100%ing the game, right? It's purely puzzle based.
Okay, then yes, I am definitely interested in those games. Keep in mind, before it was only I started streaming that I start playing these kind of games. Okay?
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have never played any Undertale or any of these indie games. Okay, what is the puzzle here? I'm supposed to click on the correct switch. Excuse me. And also, my streams don't exactly... It's really about the game itself. It's more just commentary and hanging out, if you get what I mean.
Yeah. But like, it would be nice to be able to, because let's say you're pointing out something in the Discord call, right? And then I have to wait a few seconds for me to actually see it in the YouTube side. So I'm like, I'm not sure what you're talking about just yet, that kind of thing.
Unfortunately, I can't help out with that.
Yeah, I get you.
Even the best internet has like a minimum of 3-second delay, and that is incredibly fast internet. So I've tested it. 5 to 8 seconds is pretty much the norm.
I'm just assuming you don't want to exactly stream in Discord because you want people to come to the YouTube channel.
I don't mind. I mean, whatever way is fine, but I have to like ask people to actually watch or put the YouTube on, mainly because otherwise my stream doesn't get pushed out. You know what I mean? Because if someone goes on YouTube, because they're gonna discover me through YouTube, and they only see one person watching, they're not gonna see 10, 20 people watching Discord. That's not how it works, right?
Yeah, and that I completely understand as to why you don't do that. That's totally fair.
And also, I don't know about TOS, YouTube terms of service. Like if I take it and then put it into another, another company, kind of like Twitch. Like Twitch is pretty anal. I heard there's some drama about it. Like, yeah, you can multi-stream, but if you ignore Twitch chats or if you prioritize other ones, then you get banned for it. I was like, what is that supposed to mean? Don't know if you heard about that drama.
I'm not exactly sure. I just know that I don't think Discord doesn't count as a necessary streaming platform. Therefore, it shouldn't fall under the jurisdiction of that rule. But yeah.
All right. What is the puzzle here? I think it's supposed to be the two kids up here. So maybe the girls and the boy? No, that's not it. The baby? That's too young. That's definitely not it.
You have to light them up in a certain order?
I don't know about order, but I do know that it has to do something with the statue.
Maybe it's from youngest to oldest?
Maybe.
That man looks very shrewd, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Take your time, Shadow. See, it's these kind of puzzles that intrigues me. It makes me look stupid. Well, I am kind of stupid, but it's so simple after you figure it out. It's like, oh, of course. But
that could be said about a lot of things. The whole joy of it is finding it out for yourself. So
I know.
I see
This
how
is why if many of my friends, I never play horror, but I love Horror Night when I was with my friends in college and high school, where some of them would play it, and we all be like turning the lights off, and I would be like hiding underneath the blankie and stuff, and if my friends get jump scared, I laugh. It's a really fun time for me, and this is the way I'm streaming right now is the closest thing that I've gotten to that feeling, if you get what I mean. And I want that feeling back. That's why I stream.
Just hanging out with your friends, you know, that talking about stuff, you know, like someone there to be like, oh wow, look, you know, this happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So whether it's a gacha game, or a game like this, or Undertale, or Deltarune, then yeah, I don't mind either, because it's really, even though I like the game, it's about the people first. All right, I think I got it. As you said, it's about who, from youngest to oldest, right? But they also have
Maybe?
to.
I'm not sure. Because like I see, aren't some of them girls as well? I can't tell. So they look different. I'm not exactly sure. I just threw that as a ballpark because I'm not exactly.
No, you are right. Some of them is a girl. Like this one is a girl. But everyone else seems to be a man. So, okay, this one is the granny. What about this one? I can't see. This one looks like a man. Maybe I can get some clues on this side. Nope. It's just a bunch of creepy pictures of people.
So when do they turn off? Do you have to like turn on? You turn on 3 of them, and the 4th one, like how does
Sometimes the 4th one turns on, and sometimes the 5th one. But I think if I get it wrong, then it'll turn off.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see. I know this one looks to be the youngest. That's the one to my. This one right here, right side, first one looks like a kid. Oh, actually no. This one looks like a baby. I'm not so sure. I don't know. These figures are weird.
I mean, they look like they've been through something, yeah, for sure.
Everyone's taking LSD as their kid, along with the formula. All right. And I can't. It's not like I can aim my flashlight at them. Okay. Let's just try the man. Maybe they have similar eyes or something. Okay, maybe this one? Nope. Okay. So, I'm gonna go with the baby first. And then this one. Who is he, the next one? Okay, it's gotta be this one next.
Is it? Wait, are there I remember seeing. Wasn't there another room of paintings as well?
Yeah, but they don't have any buttons.
Maybe. Was there some of the same pictures? Maybe the same pictures in the other room correspond to this room, so you have to light the ones up in the other room.
This one? In this room?
I'm not sure. I just remember seeing some paintings, so I figured like maybe there's a correlation between the 2 rooms. They have to maybe take clues from one room and then put it into the other. That kind of thing. Though I'm not sure.
I've looked at the paintings right here. It
Yeah,
doesn't
wait.
seem-
The one on the left, bottom left. You see that one? The bottom left painting.
With the hat? With the
on
hat?
the wall.
With the hat?
Yeah.
Mr.
Yeah,
Fatty
like,
with the hat?
Isn't that also in there as well? That's also in there as well, right?
I see.
Maybe there's some pictures on the wall that are the same in that room that you have to turn on.
Alright, let's see. Not this one. This is the only guy left with the hat. And then, oh, no, it's this guy. So, let's try it. Nope, it's not it. Okay. Let's try this again. I got the 4th light correct. So, eventually we're gonna have to turn all of them on. So, maybe it's just a trial and error thing. 1, 2... adolescents, and then this guy right here, I believe. Come on. Again, if I would say, I would get freaked the F out if I was playing this in VR.
Just
Okay.
get jump scared out of nowhere.
Yeah, pretty much. Alright, it's not the one on the right. So it has to be... Everyone else are the girls. There's the fat lady. Is that a girl? I can't see.
I can't tell you there. I wouldn't know.
I mean, the torch is not exactly being very cooperative. Okay, now that is a girl. I tried this one, so that doesn't work. This one is definitely a girl. So this one? No. Okay. Now I'm really confused. You're not a fan of puzzle games?
Me? Depends. The atmosphere has to be right for me, and I don't like horror puzzle games because they don't really like appeal to me. That's all.
You kind of like Portal?
Portal isn't horror. It's just a lot of brain.
Well, we're gonna play Silent Hill F, so I'm gonna torture myself. That's gonna be a pretty harsh one.
Yeah.
I think Ned's here, but he's
Oh,
muted right now.
Yeah, I'm here.
Welcome. I thought you guys would take a vacation because it's July 4th, so because the first like 30 minutes or something like that, nobody came in. It was just me and a mod of mine, and we.
Is there no? Sorry. Go on. I'll talk later.
No, I was gonna say that we talked a lot about Clair Obscur, but he just finished Act 2, and I spoiled some of it for Act 3. And I want to talk about that game so bad with him. I think you know that game, Solus?
Say that again.
Clair Obscur, Expedition 33?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
haven't
talked
played
so
that
much
game.
stuff about him, about the Act 2, but he did not see the beginning of Act 3, which is meeting Clea. So I spoiled some of the stuff with him, and I want to talk about it with him so bad. So he knows like there's like multiple endings, and there's like other endings as well. It's like, oh man, I
Hey.
should have said that. Damn it.
I have a question. Are you sure you can't turn your flashlight? How do you turn it on by pressing F, right?
I could turn it on and off. That's it, but I can't
Can you
point
try,
at it.
did you try arrow keys? Is it not working?
Oh, right. Hold right on my mouse. Okay, there we go. My bad. See, this is why I need you
There.
guys. Okay.
I was gonna say it feels like you should be able to turn a flashlight, or else it doesn't seem very useful.
All right, my bad. Oh, maybe I can point this at this mofo, this eye.
Wait, that means you can go back to the other room and look at the paintings properly.
Yes.
But yeah, my family doesn't really. We don't really do anything super special on 4th of July usually. So
Is it-
yeah.
No worries. All right. You were maybe we can deduce
Yeah,
some
there
of
you
these.
go.
Yeah, we can deduce some of this. But all the ones that I've clicked. Okay, here's one that we clicked. Mr. with the professional haircut. Okay, that's one.
Big guy with top hat. There's that one.
The fat guy with the top hat.
Yeah.
Oh man, I cannot see the ones on the very top, which is very annoying. Huh. Okay, there's the baby. Sorry, Shadow, there's nothing I can do if your Discord doesn't work.
Wait, so
Okay.
are you in the Discord server, Shadow? Like, is your like internet screwing up?
He's on YouTube. He says
Right,
his
but-
Discord won't let me start talking. I was like, I don't know what that means. It's probably
I don't know
because
either.
I think it's because Discord asks for your age, and if you're around under a certain age limit, which is 13, I believe, because I was not the one making this server. I think Wolf did.
I'm pretty sure you just can't use Discord if you're not 13.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Huh. Okay. There's the fat lady with the weird hair. Okay. This one. I've seen her.
is there 5 or is there 4?
Okay. No. Okay, it's not about order then. It's all about the ones
Yeah.
that you've seen.
So
Okay, I've
it's
seen
probably-
these two. Yep,
Okay.
I've seen these two. Sunblock, welcome. First time chatter. It says those pictures have on of the monster on the Little Nightmare 2. I'm sorry, I did not understand a single word you just said.
Those pictures have one of the monsters in Little Nightmare 2. I assume that's what you meant.
I see. All right, guy with the top hat, and then Mr. Professional looking tax filing clerk right here. Okay. It's got all right. It's this one. And the guy with the top hat. This guy. Okay, I see it. Is there one more? Probably.
I don't celebrate. By the way, I don't celebrate July 4th. If you're curious, because Chinese family, we don't really. It's not really something we celebrate. And also, I find the fireworks to be really annoying.
I see. Well, I don't. We don't really celebrate Chinese July 4th either, but it's just an excuse to eat apple pie. But my parents aren't a fan of pies because they're too sweet. And also, we seem. By the way, if you guys are Americans or whatever, to us Chinese, fireworks is like we've seen them since we were kids. I mean, we've seen much more impressive fireworks in Asia. Trust me. And then there's also the fact that I'm in Texas, so it's really hot and humid outside. And that's not my idea of fun for me to go out and see mediocre fireworks and mosquitoes everywhere. So, sorry. I will say happy birthday to America. Well, Shadow, you gave away your age. I mean, I did tell you, like, look, don't, for your own safety and everyone else's safety, don't give away your age or whatever or where you live. Just be wary of that.
I think, yeah, you should never give away your age, but if someone does ask, you should at least clarify if you're an adult or not an adult. So
well, that depends, because I'm 34. It's fine if I give away my age because I'm the host, but it depends on the adult, as in like 18 is usually when it.
It just means like if you're on Discord and someone like talks to you about your age, like if you don't feel comfortable sharing, though, there are precautions you need to take. So you definitely should ask, hey, are you above 18 or below 18, right? So you have an idea of how to act accordingly.
Agreed.
I've had a lot of people like come talk to me when I'm playing video games. They message me on Discord, and well, depending on different friend groups, you have to consider what jokes you're able to make, and to be able to make those jokes, you have to know what age they are, right?
Yep.
To know what's appropriate to say.
All right, I think I see the final one. It's kind of hard to make it out. By the way, the control is for the flashlight is a little bit wonky. It's very wonky. Okay, I think I see that guy to the top right, the angry-looking guy.
What sounds better, banana cream pie or what is this called? Chocolate French silk pie. What sounds better?
Chocolate what?
Chocolate French silk pie. I have no idea what this means. Or banana cream pie. What sounds better?
Banana cream pie is tasty until you're an adult and there's a different meaning to it. But silk pie does not compute. I was like, I don't even know what a silk pie is.
I don't know. It's called. I'm looking for desserts right now. Cause you said apple pie, and I was like, oh, now I want dessert now. So.
Oh.
I have never heard of a silk pie in my life.
Oh, did you make it past the puzzle?
Yeah, I made it past the puzzle, but then I just died because apparently I was seen taking the statue. All right, I'm gonna take it just like this, and then. All right. Uh-oh. I see. All right. No, not a pretty easy puzzle. I know what to do.
What is peanut butter silk? What? I need to Google this.
Oh, so we get turned into statues. We don't just die. Okay, I got it. All right. I know what to do now. You only get a little bit of time.
Google, what are silk pies?
Uh-oh.
They are classic American desserts known for a mousse-like filling. Okay.
Oh, so it's a pie, but lighter. Mousse basically just means airy.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a fancy way of saying the cake is made of mostly mousse. Okay.
Oops, damn it. Oh, okay, I missed my chance. Alright, just gotta make sure you stay out of the light.
That
Motherfucker.
was everyone's day.
It's been good. It's been good.
He's been alright.
Nice.
I'm wondering where I want to get dessert from. I want a DoorDash, but decently late, so not every place is open. Oh, is this closed?
Yep.
Ah, damn it.
Okay. Okay. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Okay. The controls are... Okay, there we go. Run. Run. Run, bitch, run. Okay, there we go. See, now the game feels a lot more fun to me. Not because the game is bad, but because you guys are here. Thanks for joining me. I wasn't expecting too many people anyway. But the past couple of streams has been really fun. I don't think you've been here, Solace, have you?
I clocked in like for your second, I think, playthrough.
I see.
Briefly. And then yeah, I've just been mostly chilling.
But, you know, Chris was here and people have just been talking about... Oh shit, did I lose the goddamn statue? I threw it down. Oh, there we go. No. I'm gonna be pissed if I lose it. Anyways, but yeah, we were talking about like foods and stuff. Like he was telling me to try Filipino food. Never had it though. And it's just these kind of streams that I enjoy. Alright. There we go. That's 2 statues down.
I think I'm gonna make another character portrait.
What? There are kids running around. What is going on here? Why did the lights all turned off? I'm gonna turn the lights on. Just because I don't like the dark. What is going on here? Huh? Alright, where's the last statue then? By the way, guys, if this geisha is a beautiful woman instead of a ghost, would you consider moving into this house and have her as your wife? Just curious.
I'm sorry.
I feel like I think she's a physical entity like the rest of the creatures.
Well, she's definitely more beautiful than the others.
She is also the owner of the maw, the person that runs the place.
So this is like a Japanese horror game, a Ryokan. But,
My Walmart closes in about like an hour or two. I might go down there in a bit to just get something sweet. I have a sweet tooth right now, so.
Oh yeah, me too. I love sweet. My number one sweets is still fruits. If you guys ever visit Asia, then my region it's filled with like tons and tons of fruits. It's just that unfortunately we don't have that many fruits here in America, except for the apples and bananas and the usual stuff. The blueberries are nice, the raspberry, but they're all imported from Mexico. You guys, I want all of you guys to try like exotic fruits like longan or dragon fruits. Amazing, amazing.
I love like when I went to China, back to China over the summer, like I think almost 2 years ago now. We went. I remember the difference. Like in America we have pears. These little small things, right? That like fits in your hand. You know that kind of thing. Those pears. And then you go to China, and then there's the pears that are like almost the size of your head.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's so good, man. Like,
Oh, man, I miss it. I miss fruit. I'm from the Guangxi region. If you didn't know that, I don't know if you know where that is.
I'm not really good at geography.
So basically, southern. We're borderline nearing Vietnam or Thailand, whatever. So the very southern part. So that's where all the rice noodles and wheat. That's where all the fruits come from, which is our region. And then depending on where you are, if you're from the Sichuan region or the Beijing or Shanghai regions, obviously the cuisine is different.
We're in I remember going there. Summer it was Shenzhen, if I remember correctly. So.
Xinjiang?
Shenzhen.
Shenzhen. Oh, yeah, it's actually pretty close to Guangzhou, right?
Guangzhou. Oh, it's a Chinese. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, you're pretty close to where I am. I mean, we're border like Guangxi, Guangzhou. There you go. Get the difference?
Do you speak Chinese?
I do, but very poorly though. Because I
I
left
speak
after
it-
second grade.
I've been in the U.S. for a long time as well. I can speak the bare minimum, like 你好, mama, 今天好吗? 之类的, you know, stuff like how are you? How's your day, mother? You know, that kind of thing. But like the moment we start talking about specific things, like places and or people or stuff like that, concepts, I don't know what they're saying anymore.
I see. All right. All right. I know what to do now. I was just reading it, and now we can actually go back to the ladies' room because she's gone now because the lights are off or something. Anyways, just credit where credit is due. I did not, just based on your accent, I did not pick up the fact that you are Asian or even Chinese, for that matter.
I've been in United States for the majority of my life.
Yeah,
So-
I have a. Ugh.
What?
I have a. Oh man, I'm getting to a boss fight right now, or mini boss fight. Sorry. These kids are trying to kill me.
Kids are cruel.
Yeah,
Those damn kids.
these kids are trying to chase me down. I gotta show them the light. I gotta flash them. Okay, come on.
No,
Oh Jesus!
dude.
Yeah, I gotta watch my words here. Anyways, all right. Aim the flashlight. Oh, come on, really? Now you tell me.
Kids are cruel, and I'm deeply in touch with my inner child.
For real.
Hardest part about character portraits is always trying to fit it in the canvas. Try to get the right size.
All right. Anyone else want some light? All right, good.
What does Taco Bell have for? Oh God, never mind. Taco Bell has like absolutely nothing.
Hey, Taco Bell is good, okay? Say
No,
what
it's
you
good,
want.
But for dessert wise, they have two items. You got cinnamon delights and you got cinnamon twists. That's it.
Not my favorite. Taco Bell would not be on my list for if you want like, you know, if you want sweets. I would probably go to. Oh, hold on. Okay, I gotta flash these kids if they're in my way. Hold on. All right, picked up a key. Oh, so that's what the elevator is for. Okay. If I had to, usually some of my friends go to Sonic, but they're expensive. For dessert,
There's not a Sonic near us, unfortunately.
do you have Brahms?
I don't even know what that is.
Oh, jeez. Okay, never mind. It's Texas thing. It sells ice cream, but
Oh.
also burgers.
Yeah, I'm from I'm currently in Pennsylvania, so I'm pretty secluded part of my state. So there's,
I see.
I'm near a lot of general stuff, but not a lot of like cool stuff. If you know what I mean?
All right. So you guys don't have Whataburger or anything like that either.
Oh hell no. My nearest Burger King is like 20, almost 30 minutes away.
I see. Oh, so you're in the boonies of Pennsylvania then.
It's funny because I can walk to Walmart within like 3 minutes from my house. So I'm like, the place I live is really close to everything that I need. But if I want to go to somewhere special, I have to go out of my way to do it.
I see.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not familiar. I've never been to Pennsylvania. I just know that there's two places. Philly, and it's crazy because people there are fucking crazy, and Boston. Do I have that
Boston?
correct?
And Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania. Philadelphia. Never mind. I'm so
I was
confused
gonna
there.
say, you mean
Wait, Boston is Massachusetts. Boston is Massachusetts. God damn it. My bad. I was confusing it. Man, Bostonese would try to kill me. Pennsylvania. You said Pennsylvania, so Pittsburgh, right? Pittsburgh. That's definitely.
There's Pittsburgh. There's Pittsburgh. There's Philadelphia. I think I've been to Philadelphia a few times.
Well, as someone who lives in Texas, you know how we feel about Philly. People are crazy.
Actually, it's funny you say that. I'm going to Texas for my military training.
Hood?
Huh?
You're going for Hood? Colleen?
I'm going to BMT, which is basic military training for the Air Force. So.
Oh, you're for the Air Force. If you were in the Army, which like I was, then I was like, oh, you're going to Fort Hood then, Colleen. Not the best area, but it's fine.
But regardless of that, I can't handle the heat, and I am going there towards the end of July. So.
Ouch.
I'm going to be in Texas. July.
Look, I'll tell you what. I'll take the heat over the cold any day.
I'm the complete opposite.
No, come on. Believe me, we're in Texas. We do get pretty cold here. Okay, we had an ice age here once, a few years ago. So I went to basic training in Missouri. It's a place called Fort Leonard Wood. And the thing about Missouri is that not only is it cold, but it's humid cold. As in when you breathe in, it feels like you're breathing in icicles. And I went during the fall, like around October, and it was really nice in the beginning. And then I had the full winter experience where we had to camp out in the winter for like almost a week. We were sleeping in the blizzard. And it got so bad that we had to cancel the 5-day FTX training, which is field training exercise, and because people got frostbites. That's how bad it was.
I can be out in 40 degrees in a t-shirt and shorts and be perfectly fine.
When it's like that cold, I'm not so sure.
When it gets down to like 30-ish degrees, I need to go get a longer sleeve, maybe a coat. But
it was like 15 to 20 degrees, and it was just ice started to form on the grass because of how humid it was, and then wind. The wind is the worst.
Oh, the wind. Yeah. Being cold and having it being windy cold is two very different things. Yeah.
So I had to go through that entire section, and it was absolutely miserable. It's like going through jail. So in the summer, yeah, it's cold, and it gets stinky, and because it's sweaty, and you got mosquitoes. But at least it's better than, because I remember us sleeping in a tent. Right, except these tents. What happens is that when we put it up, the side of the tent, the walls, doesn't go all the way down to the floor because I guess people need to see like what's going on outside. They can just go out immediately. Does that make sense?
I guess.
Oh, okay. Kind of like if you go out camping, usually the tent is like it blocks all the sides, right? Because you have the flooring is connected to the wall. The tent over there is kind of like a T-peg. It's kind of like an umbrella. It goes from the top and it goes to the side, and the wall goes straight down, but it does not hit the floor completely. Does that make sense?
Terrible.
And
sounds terrible.
The wind blows through, blows through underneath. Okay, and we sleep on the floor with our sleeping bags. So it was constantly blowing cold wind into our head and onto our feet. I was sleeping on the side, and I could not sleep. I was shivering the entire time. I was just wishing I was dead. And that's how we slept for like 3 to 4 days. So trust me, I'd rather take the ones that there's mosquitoes everywhere, because we are allowed to use insect repellent. And I'd rather take sweaty ass smells over anything else.
I mean, for me, my logic comes down to you can always put on more clothes if it's cold, but you can't tear off your skin if it's hot. So, and I can't handle heat very well. My skin gets all itchy and stuff like that, and it's just like it's a horrible experience for me. So,
well, here's this: the military does not. The military gear is this: the gears do not keep you warm. It's designed to keep you alive. That's what my drill sergeant told me. Privates, if you're alive, then we've done our job, is what they would say.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Yeah.
All right, let me kill these kids first. Never mind. Damn it! Let me kill these kids. Let me kill these black kids. Shit, I almost said that out loud. All right, shadow kids. Okay, not black. They're shadows. All right. This is actually a pretty cool fight. We don't have to fight the lady because, you know, she dies by Six's hands. Oh my god, really? Alright.
Your Honor, I wasn't going 135. My car was.
True. The bull. I didn't kill this. I didn't shoot this person. The bullets did. Came out of the gun, and that's what killed him. All right. I'm gonna have to jump through on this part. All right. There we go. All right. Almost there. I gotta get through this game, this DLC at least, you know, at least before this stream, at the end of this stream. I need to start Little Nightmares tomorrow.
What do you mean, let's start? You're saying you need to finish it this stream, and
I need to finish this game this stream, yeah.
and then
It's not that I'm in a hurry to finish this game, but I need to start Little Nightmares 2, and then play another game where someone donated to me and wants me to play. The Lights Keep Us Safe or something like that. It's called. I don't know if you guys heard of
Wait,
that.
say that again? Say that again?
The game is called The Lights Keep Us Safe. Because someone donated to me and wanted me to play that game. If someone donates, then obviously I have an obligation to. It's like, okay, I'll have to play it.
It's a procedurally generated apocalypse in which the light can save us.
Yeah.
Interesting. Huh.
All right.
How old is this?
All right. Down.
Oh
and
wow,
down. It's pretty old.
Dude, saying 2018 is old is crazy to me. Holy sh.
It's been a while.
I know, right? I look at 2018, my brain instantly goes, "Oh, that's new." I'm like, "Wait a minute. No, that's
Where? Yeah.
that
Where?
is 7 years ago. That is
Yeah.
7 years ago."
Okay. All right. Any more kids for me to flash? Anyone want some lights? No. All right. Let's go.
So is this? It looks like it's a horror first-person stealth game. That's cool. What did a review say about this game?
I heard it's okay. Okay. Alright, we need to keep churning this. Hopefully no more kids attack me. Nope.
I see a mix of this game is pretty good. There's a few bugs rough around the edges, but overall, like, it's a good product. Meanwhile, there's other people that say it's really boring. So
Well,
Kinda thing.
someone donated to me, so I have to play it.
yeah, you'll find out for yourself, I'm sure.
Exactly. I mean, Security Breach was mixed, but I more or less kind of enjoyed it. And Pinky is saying Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to you too. Alright, hopefully no more kids. Alright, there we go. Oh no! Get back. Get back! Oh, that was close. That was close. Almost
Also,
got me that time.
If anyone in the VC wants to view the progress of this character portrait, I know obviously Nutmeg is busy with the game, but if anyone else that pops in wants to see, they can view it through this stream. Thanks.
Awesome. Alright. Oh, thank God, that was over. Alright, what do I do here? Throw the vase? Nope. Alright. I love these kind of games. Just very simple puzzles here and there. Okay. So obviously we cannot go back. So where do we go? Don't tell me just yet. Oh, maybe here? Oh, get up here. Oh, there we go. So how do we get out of here though? So where do we go? Nope. All right, we found the statue. Oh, just light this up. I got it. No? Huh? Speaking of which, why don't you guys tell me what your fast food ranking is? That might make an interesting conversation.
Depends on what I'm in the mood for, really.
Oh, just give me a list.
I think this is gonna be a hot take, but I think Burger King burgers, out of most of the fast food restaurants that I have available to me, I think Burger King burgers are the best out of all the burgers.
Really? Because I
Yeah.
do not like Burger King at all.
I love Whoppers. I don't know, something about Whoppers is really good.
Okay, well you should come to the state of Texas where we can have Brahms and Whataburgers though. I'd say
I want to try Whataburger and I also want to try In-N-Out. I heard really good things about In-N-Out.
In-N-Out, in my opinion, unfortunately, is overrated. The patties are so thin that you can barely taste anything. So if you order it, you better get a double patty. Otherwise, it's gonna be too thin.
I think in terms of flavor, though, McDonald's has the worst burgers, in my opinion.
Yep. I don't think it's the worst, but I can't argue with the $5 meal deal. So that's why I go there. I always get the chicken sandwich. Their burgers, like the burger patties,
What's crazy is it's polar opposite in terms of breakfast. I think McDonald's is some of the best breakfast you can get.
The fries to me is still the best, though. I still love
fries.
McDonald's.
Fries is good for sure. I love McDonald's fries, but the breakfast situation for McDonald's is really good.
Oh yeah, hash browns and the fries, and I think they still have the pancakes.
Yeah, the hotcakes. I will say the only bad thing about the breakfast is the hash browns are $3, and that is atrocious. But other than that, it's pretty good.
$3 for hash brown. That's criminal right there.
Yeah, it is. But everything else is good. It's just I just can't every time I buy one of those from McDonald's, I'm just like, what am I doing, man? This shit should not. Oh, sorry. This should not cost that much.
I don't care if you cuss, but
Okay.
it's your decision. There's nothing on my there's nothing on my stream that says you cannot cuss. All right, I'm a little bit lost on what to do here. How the hell do we get the door open again? It's obviously we're supposed to go to the right. And I thought about maybe we flash the light at it. Hold on.
Not sure.
Doesn't work. It doesn't work.
If I personally,
Is that a what is that thing there? The piano? Do you need to play the piano?
I don't know how to play the piano. I jumped on top of it.
If I had to give a ranking of every fast food place I've had, then starting from bottom to top, so worst to best, I would probably go Arby's.
Oh yeah.
McDonald's.
Oh, you like Arby's? Interesting.
No, I hate Arby's. I do not like Arby's. I do not like Subway. Subway, Arby's are some of the worst I've ever had.
I had one experience at Arby's. I had the Meat Mountain. That made me never want to go back to Arby's.
Ew, gross.
I only very recently had Arby's. That was actually disgusting.
Ugh.
I mean, I had some of their chicken burger. That was actually pretty good, but their like main selling point stuff, it's kind of
That we have the meat.
There's more to burgers and meats, man. There's more to that.
You couldn't pay me to go
Composition
back. I've had it once and I never went back, and it was during high school.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A to me is overrated, even though they have the best customer service. It's too expensive for what it is. So mine is, if I want desserts like a sweet tooth, I go to Brahms, and which they can give you like, if you a milkshake could be like $2.50 to $3, and it's like a medium shake. and it has like a ton of flavors. You can get butterscotch. Mine is mint chocolate, vanilla, strawberry, whatever. They sell ice creams, like any sort of flavor you want, and they make it fresh. And if you want like burgers, I think they'll do. But right now, if I really want a fast food burger, I probably go with the $5 meal deal, just because you get a chicken sandwich, fries, 6 nuggets, and a drink. It's hard to beat $5.
For me, if I want like a fast food burger, it would definitely again be a Burger King. But recently, this is just very recent because I decided to finally give Popeyes a try. Their wings are fucking delicious.
Really,
Like,
the
I had
Popeyes
their-
here are
I-
terrible. The Popeyes here are terrible.
I had their signature hot wings, dude. I couldn't stop eating them. Like, they have
Damn.
you know the not. Do you like Knoxville hot?
No, I love hot spicy wings.
Yeah. Their signature spicy wings for Popeyes has like the Knoxville hot like tang to it, but it also is just it has its own unique flavor as well. I think it's really good.
Gotcha. All right, hold on. Hold on 1 sec. All right. After entering the room protected from the shadow kids, open the mall case to retrieve the fountain statue. I did that, and then grab the lantern in the wall that opens the door. Lantern on the wall? Lantern on the wall? What is the lantern on the wall? I mean this?
I will say though, I asked for a 5-piece tender meal, 5 tenders, and they give me a 5-piece, not fried tender meal. They fucked up my order.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Sarah.
So I'm a bit mad about that, but other than that though, they do have really good. I think their flavors are really good.
Awesome. For me though, if I want fast food, I don't mind paying more, but that's because I eat fast food like once every month or two, if I really cannot take it. Usually, so I kind of spoil myself because if I want good chicken wings, I already said Korean fried chicken is the best ever. So I always go to this place called BBQ, best of the best quality chicken. It's a franchise chain, and the soy garlic is so good. The honey garlic and the soy garlic is so amazing. All right, guys. Let's see. Do I get a boss fight here? All right, all these mirrors are broken. She's immune. She's weak to mirrors. Hello, Miss Lady? I don't think I was supposed to kill you here, right? Oh, that God, that's kind of scared me. Okay. All right. Okay, there she is. Let's not disturb. Oh, that's what her face looks like, guys. Because we've never seen her face. Or is that just the mask again?
That's what the point of the mask is.
So she doesn't like her face, huh?
I've heard it about her that actually ties into Little Nightmares 2, so I'm gonna wait for that.
There's actual stories here because so far I'm getting nothing from the story. It's just kids trying to escape this hellhole. Okay. Not saying it's a bad thing, it's just I don't get the story at all. And there's no lore. It's a bit like kind of like Five Nights at Freddy's, where you have to find the lore off stream, which is not a bad thing. It's
There actually is some more lore bits in 2.
okay. Oh man, this is yes, I do find this kind of scary. This is probably the creepiest section in the in the game. I don't know if I would take this over the mukbang section. Okay, shit. Okay, let's just run.
You got scared by mannequins falling over?
No! Do you not see the lady like blending in with the mannequins? Oh god.
Oh, I see. I don't know. It's a bit hard to see. To be fair.
Okay. Fuck. Oh, a bottle. Let me open this. Japanese ghost ladies creep me out. Japanese horror is probably one of my biggest weaknesses. I I'm serious.
That's funny. I've you know haunted rooms, right? Haunted houses, stuff like that.
Yeah.
In Chinese, we have these things called these mystery. In China, we have these things called mystery rooms. They're really popular. I think the Chinese word for it is 密室, which is like just essentially people will be actors. You have to go in and solve a puzzle, and there will be people chasing you, and it's horror and it's really dark. You know, that kind of thing.
Oh.
I've had people chase me with real tasers and electric batons. And
Oh my
chainsaws.
god.
That's exhilarating.
Hi.
Hey,
in the
welcome.
dark. In the dark too. So like in the pitch dark, they're trained to not hit you, but to make it as realistic as possible. And holy,
Oh Jesus. Hey, is that you, Shadow? Is that you? Just curious. New guy coming in. I can't read your name though. I can't.
that's
If you guys hear
Ulysses.
fireworks outside of my house, it's probably because people are just doing fireworks.
It's
his
fine.
name's Ulysses.
Oh, it's Yuli. Got it.
Hey,
You just-
Ulysses.
you-
Wait, Ulysses, you play Strongest Battlegrounds? No way.
I do.
I see.
Okay. Chill out, guys. You guys are turn this horrific event into something like just very casual. It's
Fireworks outside my house are so loud.
I mean, it is pretty casual for us, but not for you.
I know that's what makes the stream so interesting. It's like someone tickling you while you're getting chased or something like that. It's very weird. I don't know why I made that comparison, but you get what I mean. Okay. Okay. All right. Where do I go? I do not. I know we cannot fight this lady because we don't have the mirror. But where do I go? Oh. Okay, there we go. To the right. What? Oh
Is the
shit!
sequel the last installment of this beautiful game?
There's Little Nightmares 3 coming out though. No, don't
Oh.
kill. Did I die? Did I die? Hello? Oh. Oh, we got turned into a gremlin. Oh, so all those gremlins that we met, they were oh my god. Now it makes sense. Oh my god.
Yeah, there's also a running theme of that later on in the second game as well.
Wow, that's sad. Oh, that's sad. All these kids basically got turned into gremlins, and then they're forced to do
They
labor
look
work.
like gnomes.
I see.
Fireworks.
They look like gnomes.
Or gnomes, sorry. And then,
I mean,
yeah, the
they
buffet
got
line.
the gnome hat. They got the very funny gnome hat.
I thought it was
They
a
are.
dunce hat, but yeah. I see. And then... No! 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 I just realized something. In the base game, 6, the person with the girl that we play as has an insatiable hunger. And she eats one of those gnomes. Don't tell me the gnome that she eats is us! Oh my god, no. Oh my god.
Cannibalism.
Game theory.
Oh my god. No. Well,
That's something to think about. What if you were to eat a pig, right? But that pig was originally human. Is that technically cannibalism?
that would I don't know. That would be considered.
I mean, if you want to talk purely based on anatomy, well, it's a pig now. It's not a human, therefore can't recall that. But also, it used to be a person.
No, I was right. This is the scene.
Uh-oh.
6 comes in, and I was like, this is where I knew 6 was a bad person, because I was like, okay, she's just hungry, and okay, there's a sausage. She could eat the sausage, but instead, she literally just attacks the gnome. Run! Oh my god.
Do you think Six perhaps got influenced to the point where that she decided to eat the gnome instead?
No, because in the beginning, we saw her hunger got satiated by a piece of bread. And now
So
here,
over time it got worse, right? Over time it got worse.
I don't know about that. Maybe. Oh god, thank goodness we did not have to see it.
Yeah.
We'll meet again. The final chapter is written. Oh god, that's not only scary but also quite sad.
Yeah. Here and the mom
Dun dun dun.
going on.
Oh, that's disturbing to me. So they
Oh,
were
that was it?
all. That's disturbing. And 6 at the end of this chapter kills the geisha, and somehow has the ability to pretty much eat everyone. I know she's just trying to get out, but something's wrong with her. And I was already spoiled on the Little Nightmares 2 that it is going to be a prequel. So 6 is going to be a bad guy, and I'm hoping that maybe in Little Nightmares 3 we get to face her and kill her, or at least stop her. God damn it. Oh? Cutscene? 7 days. If you guys ever seen The Ring, you'll know what I mean. That movie has haunted me for years. Well, kind of close. It was a man.
It haunts you.
Oh yeah, you ever seen the Ring?
I know of it. I've seen.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
I haven't seen it directly, but I've seen so many like Chinese rip-off movies of it. But yeah.
If you guys don't know what that is, Sadako, it's like the girl that comes out of the TV with the super long hair and then like kills you.
Yeah, kills you. Yeah.
So if you guys don't know the story, is that back in the day we didn't have like internet and that well, and we had something called TV shows, right? It airs at a certain period of time. So during my elementary school years, I was tasked with the job of using VCR tapes to tape over shows like Gundam Wing, Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball Z, etc., Yu Yu Hakusho, all those great shows. And the thing is, they all aired on this channel called Toonami on Cartoon Network. Go ahead. So as I was saying, but if you want the uncensored version in which the anime had blood and cussing, then you wait until like 11 o'clock at night, because that's where all the that's when they showed the Adult Swim. Right, same anime but uncensored. However, because it's so late, that's where all the horror trailers comes out. And I was unfortunately I watched some of those trailers because I didn't want to, my duty was to tape over all the shows. So, and I was extremely afraid at night because at that time my parents go to sleep. We lived in a one-bedroom apartment, so it was just me in the dark with my blankie, and it would get extremely traumatizing for me. It was the Ring girl, and then there was the other one, the Grudge girl. They're both basically cursed Japanese women who were wronged or something like that, and they haunt the living. And it was brutal for me, but I had to keep going. So yeah, so that's how I got how I got traumatized by Japanese folklore horrors. So I was never a horror fan. I still will never be.
I don't really find those things scary. Again, I've seen countless horror movies in terms of just, stuff that scare people. I'm just like, eh.
But for some reason it scared me though, because I can somewhat take the zombies because it's blood and gore, but Japanese horror girls where it's like psychological torture, and the way the eyes and the hair, and then it's like, oh, they're torturing you. Like if you're washing your hair in the shower, it's like the hand comes out, or that your hair starts falling off. It's like they're taking over your body. That freaks me out a lot. So
for me, horror really stems from for me as emotional aspect. If a horror game is scary, if a game for me is scary, it has to play with my emotions, whether I care about someone or just to kill them off later. That kind of thing. I don't really find scariness or that or ambience, right? Both of those are factors. I don't like jump scares. Really get me in terms of horror, and more than anything, like a whole premise. Well, horror movies have just been ruined for me because I think the characters in there are 90% of the time stupid. So
That's true.
they're not realistic of indicative of how most humans would act. Therefore, it doesn't feel realistic, and it doesn't feel immersive at all. So
It's always psychological horror to me, though, that I find interesting because it's not just like a zombie apocalypse or an unstoppable force like, what is it, Jason X or, you know, Freddy Krueger or something like that. I get those. But it's when, it's like the unknown. What is it, those called, Lovecraftian horror?
yeah.
The cosmic horror that makes you just lose your mind. So when I streamed, one of the first games I played was Bloodborne, and that could only last like 30 minutes because it just makes me go crazy. That entire setting, it's like not only does the monster want to kill me, but the air wants to kill me, and I want to kill myself, but I could just never escape.
I had a person explain to me Lovecraftian horror in the best way possible. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
So imagine Ant, right? Ant
Uh-huh.
in your world, right? He sees all these big things, these writing that he doesn't understand, doesn't even know what writing is. Looks at all this stuff, right? He looks at looks at them and thinks they're obstacles, right? Go over to them to get the things he wants, whether it's food or whatever, right? and then one day, he stops, he looks around, and then for a split second, he realizes there's more to this than just they're obstacles. There's some meaning behind it.
Yeah.
There's a reason these things are here. There's a reason the place is here. Those things on the wall, they mean something. And then all that disappears. You don't get to comprehend it anymore.
Yep.
And then you tell your friends about it, they're not gonna believe you. They don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's madness. That's stuff you don't understand.
And then it's like, I think it's right, but everyone tells me I'm mad. And once you learn it, you kind of go crazy. And it's basically,
Yeah.
it makes you feel so insignificant. And you are totally powerless in this whole universe. And it just makes you feel so alone and lost and like nobody cares or something like that. I guess that's Lovecraftian horror.
Yeah.
God damn it. So
Again, for me, games that horror that gets to me is if you've heard of Amori. That
Yes.
stuff is genuine. Amori is what genuinely has shook me more than like most things.
what is it? Omori, the game, right? I played
Yeah,
it.
the game. Oh,
I
you played
didn't-
it, all of it?
Yeah, I find it creepy, but I wouldn't call it scary. But it's more like depressing.
It was
And-
depressing. It was unsettling, and the mood, the fact that it went from happy, from in terms of white space to being depressing when we confront Sonny and his fears and slowly unlock his past. It becomes slowly more and more unsettling, as well as becoming more. Just you realize it's more than just, a good person being in a happy place, a fun RPG, it's more than that. And that to me, all that kind together really sells it to me as it's psychological horror.
Well, I actually never talked to anyone about Omori. Kira, one of my mods, actually was the one that recommended me this game after recommending Doki Doki Literature Club. That one was quite scary. This one, I wouldn't call it scary, but more like disturbing. And my experience with Omori is, again, I love just going to a game without knowing anything. I didn't know anything about this game. So when it first started, it was like in the happy world, right? And I was like, this is such a strange little place. And it's like someone's fantasy land. And then I was like, we go into the other world, the real world. And I was like, oh, this is just basically someone is having trying to, I kind of get the premise. Correct.
Yeah, what they
yeah.
want versus what it actually is.
Yeah.
And when it starts falling apart, their psyche starts to fall apart, and therefore you see that reflect on the world itself.
Before we continue, Solas, I do want to continue to talk about this. I want to ask if Yuli or Ned, have you guys heard this game or played this game? Because I don't want to spoil too much.
I've heard of it. I think it got a decent bit of traction like a year ago or something.
About 2 years ago, but yeah.
2, 3, almost 3, I'd say.
Yes. And it's a great game.
It's so wonderfully made.
The
depiction
thing
of it,
is, my experience with it, after learning there's 2 worlds, I was like, because one world has gameplay, which is an RPG. It's turn-based, by the way. And then the other one was just basically exploration with some combat, but it's like based on like, no one really dies, if you get what I mean.
oh yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. So the thing is with this, after I found out about 2 worlds, I was like, oh, it's basically my main character. The main character is having like some kind of trauma, and he's trying to escape into this other world. And as soon as because I've been through some, I went through depression. I'd lost friends before, and I knew exactly what he was going through, and I understood it. So basically, do you want to shut yourself in, or do you want to do the opposite, which is the healthier version of just going out and hang out with your real friends that they might not be to what you think of them in your fantasy, but they are real. And then you slowly, and that's where it kind of hit me. I was like, I really find the real world more interesting than the fantasy world. The fantasy world, to me, I was like, it's just the combat, which is okay, but I was like, I just want to go back to the real world now. And then after a certain sense, like, oh, I get it. There's something really dark that happened that he's doing this.
Yeah, so again, like White Space is his, it's essentially his dream world, whatever. I think it's literally called Dream World. But yeah, it's there for a reason. The whole reason I find it unsettling and to a point scary is because when you come back for the second time, things are different, and you come back for a third time, things slowly devolve around you to make you realize something's not right, and then the whole lead up to actually what happened. It's just unsettling because being scared doesn't have to be all of that sudden jump scare. It doesn't have to be a release of that emotion. It can just be super unsettling, and that feeling could just not go away for a while. That's what scares me because it's just like
the thing. The final fight with the boss, depending on what route you took, when the red and black background with the way that it's drawn was so, and the music was just so, like, it was so strong and haunting that it really disturbed me. And the way that it ended after the duet
song, the duet. Instead of releasing all that emotion as a jump scare, they did it in a way where it made you cry instead, or essentially elicited, seeing through all the emotions. It's something you could probably relate to for most people, and that's how they released all that tension, and that I think is wonderfully done.
Yeah, I also did not. The only thing I did not really get with the the reveal, what really happened, right? You get what I mean? Because I don't want to spoil it for anyone here.
It's pretty heavy, yeah.
Yeah. I just find it a little bit hard to believe. I was like, it's like really, people just believe that, and it was kind of like it wasn't as realistic as like it's like 80% realistic. I was like, okay, I understand that, but 100%. It's like the cops wouldn't have been called, some kind of exam of what happened, and I was like, no, it does. Can this really happen? There's some suspension of disbelief right there. I have to do. But I was like, okay, I'll live with it. So that's kind of took away a little bit of the impact from me. But at the end, I was like, okay, I'm willing to accept it, and I chose the quote unquote best ending. With just forgiving yourself and stuff. And I really loved it.
For sure. It's I kind of see where you're getting at with the whole like suspension of disbelief. Granted, but if we were to take that kind of logic into almost any game that's even slightly grounded into reality that we play, it wouldn't make sense. It would all fall apart. So I don't really. Those kind of errors don't really stand out to me unless it seriously ruins my immersion. Because at the end of the day, the whole game's message is for you to realize, hey, there's people that live with guilt and deal with it in certain ways, and it's sometimes it can just completely consume that person.
It takes something that's relatable, but just take it to like an anime-esque level. It's like kind of like Claire Obscure, right? Claire Obscure.
I mean, it's an extreme level, yeah, but I also don't think this necessarily falls outside the realm of possibility, even if it might be a bit extreme on the end of things.
I just find it hard to believe because the two kids dragging something, and then putting it all on there, and then wiping any sort of clue or evidence. I was like, really? They're barely elementary school kids, so that's where I was like, well, maybe, sure, I can believe that. That's where it hit me. But overall, yes.
yeah.
And then how it happened, you know, with above ground, then I would say, kind of.
Well, with the whole like stairs, I think that's very believable. I've not been a witness, but I know of things that have happened, whether it's in my family or hearing it from other people. That no, falling downstairs can.
No, falling
very,
downstairs is believable. Just the way that it happened was kind of like iffy at best, because she's obviously not as innocent as everyone portrays her to be.
Well, it's not less innocent. It's more just frustration. Like she part of it is again understanding people means you have to look at it from all aspects, and you have to understand why some people might outwardly express their frustration in ways that perhaps aren't healthy, whether it's physical or that kind of stuff. And things get messy that way. It's not really something you can just say, she's not innocent. I don't think that's really.
My favorite character is undoubtedly Ken. If you got, it's not a spoiler, but this is Ken right here. Ken, best bud, best bud. He's the best to me.
I mean, he's also the one that's really not dealing with too much in terms of the story. Yeah.
No, he's the one that dealt with it, like the way that he dealt with the trauma.
With the healthiest.
With the healthiest.
Yeah.
So that's why he was able to move on. Everyone else has like dealt with it poorly or the worst. But Ken is undoubtedly the best, and I like the bittersweet ending. I really, really do.
Up to your interpretation. I would imagine that they not forgive immediately, but just more so like.
I don't think they'll ever forgive. I don't think they'll ever forgive, because at the end of the day, I mean, if he told if it's revealed to his friends, then what about the parents?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thinking about that, but I don't know. The fact is even if they've been distant, they've been friends for a long time, and at the end of the day, even if it's wrong, I can see certainly with the message how the game is going that
if it's forgive in a way like, okay, I won't be mad at you, but I certainly can't see them ever being that close ever again. I think by the time you leave, that was like the last time they can actually bond, and instead they'll probably say Basil. They'll probably say Basil.
The distance matters for sure, but again, you can't really blame it on. I mean, kids, man. That's kids. And at the end of the day, it's really just kids. And
which is why, guys, if you ever have the money to buy a house, buy single story. Don't buy ones with stairs. Don't buy second two, 3 floor stories, because people could fall downstairs easily. By the way, I know Ned's probably like wondering what the hell you're talking about. Or maybe even Yuli is like, what the hell are you yapping about? If you guys ever played this game, I highly recommend it, because even if you don't enjoy the gameplay, which is turn-based, it's unbelievably. It's got a really good soundtrack. Its music is
good.
God tier music. Music is God tier. And Ned, I know you're into like drawings and stuff. Music, it really helps out with inspirations, and if I was an artist, I'm pretty sure I'd draw something after playing these kind of games. So.
Okay, I'll have a look.
If you're not gonna play it, just search up the like, what is it on YouTube? The soundtrack.
There's plenty of
yeah.
If you want to watch a playthrough on your own time, that works too. Like,
he watched Undertale and he watched the Deltarune before playing, but before you start playing, if you don't want to play, then just search for the duet. Beautiful song, really beautiful song. it made me shed some tears. I didn't do it on stream, but I was kind of crying on the inside. So
This might sound hypocritical, but for stories and games and stuff, again, I talk about a lot of how it breaks immersion. Sometimes games do that and do things that feel unrealistic or feels like it's out of place. But I also think it's okay to break that rule sometimes and make things not fit, as long as it fits in the world itself. Like, whether that's physics in the game, in the world, or storytelling, or how things happen, like you can
alright.
bend it a bit to not exactly make it directly one-to-one with real life. I don't see an issue with that. Or in the case of Memory, it really didn't break my immersion at all, and I never really questioned it, because at the end of the day, the whole point of the game isn't to be like, well, why didn't the police come in? Why didn't the things do that? That kind of thing. The whole point was to emphasize the character and learn about, a discovery, that kind of thing.
No different than Clear Obscura saying, it's like, okay, these people have powers to create certain things. I was like, okay, sure, I can live with that. That's fine, but that's not the important part, right?
Yeah.
Cakes just joined in, and he's saying that what is happening. I finished Little Nightmares 1, and it was the ending kind of rubbed me the wrong way, but in a good way. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but I was quite disturbed by the fate of the little boy. And then right now, I am just talking with everyone in Discord, and some of the games that we want to discuss was Omori, which Solus was mentioning. I thought 6 was a girl. No. I was playing the DLC. And it was a boy. So the fate of that little boy was, I did. It's sad. It's cruel and sad. And even though I didn't spend that much time with him, I didn't know his name, I still feel bad. Yeah, I didn't know it was DLC either. But yeah, feel free to join in, Cakes. What's up, Ned?
I feel like immersion in games never really bothered me. Like how realistic something is.
Oh yeah.
It's never really been an issue for me personally.
Well, I'm a fan of anime, so has anyone seen anyone doing a Kamehameha wave in real life? They look stupid as hell. I mean, we all did it when we were kids, but does anyone want to do it right now in public as a joke, or unless you're in a cosplay? Yeah.
At an anime convention, maybe.
Yeah, sure. But then again, like, imagine if you're lifting weights in your local gym, and you start screaming on like the top of your lung like Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I mean, people would think you're dumb as hell. Screaming does not make you power up, okay? Screaming does not make you go all hype, okay?
The opposite.
Yeah, you lose your breath. You lose your breath when you do those things, and you certainly don't like when you like fight someone. You certainly don't say right hand jab before you do it, okay?
I mean, yeah. 9 times out of 10, for fights, you just want to avoid fights. Like, don't go looking for fights, man.
If you learn how to do martial arts by by watching Dragon Ball Z, you are dead wrong. You are absolutely an idiot. Okay, it's funny, it's cool, but if you're a kid, but no, people do not take multiple punches to the face like Goku or Vegeta. Okay,
you take a bad punch to the face, you're out. You're gone.
Yeah, and you certainly don't fly around shooting beams at each other, and you certainly don't train in 300 times gravity or some shit like that. I'm pretty sure you'd be dead.
Gets punched, cuts to hospital sirens.
Yeah, if you want to watch real fight, watch UFC. There you go. You see how people last. I was in the military. We didn't have a boxing contest, but we had we were wearing those gears, and instead of like fists, we had like these kind of like giant batons or something like that. You dual wield it with 2 hands. It's like on the end, it's like cushioned, and trust me, after like 30 seconds, it wears you out. Especially if you're not trained to be like a fighter. All those moves like with the jab steps and all that stuff, and positioning. It's rough on your body.
Mm-hmm.
Dust is saying, hey, can't join today. I'm busy doing something. Also, Omori has multiple endings, 2 true endings, 3 neutral. All right, peace. Thanks, Dust. I do not want to go back and play Omori, just like the reason I did not want to go back and play Undertale Yellow Geno route, because I did the Geno route for Undertale, and it rubbed me extremely wrong emotionally.
I mean, the only reason you would ever do the bad route is either
Fight.
you somehow didn't realize and get any of the hints the game was trying to tell you, hey, this is bad, or you're doing it for completion.
Exactly. The only reason I did it is because, well, my chat wanted me to, and then 2, because people say that it has some of the best soundtrack, which I agree, and the best boss fight, which I also agree. But the emotional trade-off was not worth it. I'd rather not do it again. And if I open up my save file on my PS5 for Undertale, it's completely black, which means that the deal that you made with Shara at the end, I'd say screw it, I deserve this, and everything is dead. I'm not gonna do it again. So that's how I felt. Dust is saying I have a tournament to attend to today, thus my inability to attend the VC. Yeah, no problem, man. VC is open every day. Why do you guys keep apologizing for not attending? I don't understand this. I'm here for you guys anyway. Stop apologizing.
It's a pretty common thing from what I've seen in like other streams.
You guys don't owe me anything at all. I mean, the fact that you guys are here talking and tuning into my stream is already good enough for me. I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing it just purely for entertainment, and I enjoy talking and streaming with you guys. After almost over a year of streaming, I realized this is the kind of stream that I want. Open VC while talking about some of the most random stuff. It could be something that we are interested in, and it could be about the game that we are playing, or it could be about sharing your hobbies and interests. That's what I like, and I enjoy the hell out of it. It has nothing to do with fame or anything like that.
I just got reminded of this one video I saw covering this one streamer. And the video was titled "The Greediest Streamer," and it showcased this one streamer that would like their whole thing is getting mad that no one donates to their stream and
Is that Dark Side Phil DSP? Is that what you're talking about?
Can you repeat that? I don't remember the streamer name. I know that they've been streaming for a long time though.
Dark Side Phil. This is the guy, right? Mr. Lolcow. He would moan and bitch about not getting donations, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I know this is who you're talking about.
Yeah, that looks like the guy.
Yeah, the Lolcow. I know. I did my research on streamers because before I started streaming, I'd never watched any streamers. But yes, I have seen clips of him begging or gaslighting his audience, and I can't believe some people actually donate to a guy like this, much less watch him.
People like that don't deserve your money.
Much less attention. So, someone's like, "Can you play this?" And Human Mom's like, well, I will play this if you donate 200. Just something like that. It sucks. I was like, dude, are you serious? So, I can't stand people like that. But whatever. Anyways, I know you weren't here earlier, Solus, but there was one of my mods. His name is Record. He's in Europe, by the way. At the beginning of the stream, we talked a bit about the Clear Obscure, and I'm still waiting for him to finish Act 2. And once he finishes, he'll come in and he wants me to play Lego Fortnite, I believe, just roaming around because it's an easy game. And we're gonna, yeah, I just want to be able to talk with someone hardcore about the ending. But you played the game, didn't you?
I never finished it because I don't have time to.
The Clear Obscure?
Yeah, I think I got to Act 2, maybe? Somewhere around there. I don't really remember. And then I kind of had other games to play. That took my time and I stopped playing.
Ah, damn it. Then I can't talk about it with you then.
It's all good. It's all good.
Because I don't want to spoil it. Because you're in Act 2, but you did not finish Act 2, right?
Oh, I don't remember when I stopped. I remember getting out of the village that what were they called? The Gestrels. Getting out of the Gestral village and recruiting the new member, and I think that was it. Maybe a bit farther there. I don't exactly remember. Again, I got the game. I was very excited to play it, and then other
Okay,
stuff
then
came
you're
out.
not. Then you're in Act 1. You didn't even finish Act 1
Uh,
then. Then a significant something significant happened in Act 1. And if you don't know that one, then you're not there. Because there's no way you would have forgotten about that at the end of Act 1. That's when things get very
I'm
serious.
sure. I'm sure. Yeah. Again, I want to play the game more, but looking at how much time I have left before I go to the military, which is roughly less than a week, and
Oof.
other stuff I want to do, I think Clay Obscure is going to be a game I probably play once I'm done with the whole like I'm out of BMT. You know.
I see. Well, we'll miss you in the chat, though.
Yeah, I hope that goes well for you.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Good luck. Well, he's in the Air Force, so I heard they don't do much over there. It's pretty easy. It's true.
Desk jobs.
Yeah, you guys now just fly drones and stuff. You're sitting in your laptop computer and just flying those drones around, and that's pretty much it. We had to be on the ground, and I have friends who are in the military, who's in the Navy as well, but you couldn't pay me to be on a ship. Fuck that. So I kind of regret not going to the Air Force though, because it would have been a lot easier. But oh well, it is what it is. Air Force Academy, or are you just enlisting?
Me? No, I've already enlisted, and I'm going over to do the BMT, and after BMT is my tech school.
I meant like
after that-
enlisting, like you're like regular people, or did you get into like academies, like Naval Academy?
No, not academies. No.
Okay, never mind then. You're enlisting. Okay, that's fine.
I'm in the Air Guard. So.
I see.
I'll be able to do college on site, serving my military time. So.
I see. What is it called? I forgot the acronyms for it. Whatever. It's been too long. It's been like 15 something years for me, so don't blame me for not remembering the name. What is it, Ned?
The drawing is going pretty well so far. Again, if you want to view the progress,
Fan
you
art?
can-
Is that what you're saying? Here.
I didn't post it. See the stream thing?
But here's the Ben, the ink monster.
Oh, yeah. I forgot I made that on one of the Little Nightmares streams, the last one, I think.
Well, a lot of my streamers seems to be real artists. You guys definitely can draw better than me, though, which is great.
But yeah, right now I'm making Funtime Freddy because I made Funtime Foxy earlier in the day, so I'm drawing Freddy now.
Nice. Well, it's been fun stream. The game brought me down emotionally because of how it ended, but thanks for cheering me up, you guys.
Yeah, of course.
And Solace, I wish you good luck. I know, let me know when you're leaving. I know it's within the week, but if it's your last day, then let us know.
Within the month, it'll be 29th is when I'm leaving. So.
I see. You still have some time then. Cool.
Yeah.
Well then, thanks for keeping me company, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Little Nightmares 2, and afterwards it will be The Lights Keep Us Safe. All right.
All right. See ya.
See ya.
Good.
Adios.
Peace out.